This next guy's very mysterious. So mysterious he showed up just moments before the show. And he just wants me to tell you where he's from. And it's Irvine. It's not fucking Paris, it's nowhere that exciting. But I'm from fucking Irvine. Please give it up for Andy Pillay!
Did I have to come after Alice Ostead? Give me a different position, yeah. But I am not a child of an immigrant. I am the immigrant, yeah. Coming to the USA, I mean, there's so much to learn, like spearmint rhino is not an animal game, but I told my son, you know, we'll go to a spearmint rhino and I'm sure I'll get a chance to pet the animals there. He tells his teacher at school that his dad is planning to take him to spearmint rhino. And now a school counselor is coming to visit me. Another mystery to unravel. These little messages we get in the fortune cookies here. How seriously do you guys take it? Do we have to? Well, I'm gonna have to take those messages very seriously. Went to a Chinese restaurant, got a fortune cookie. It said, "You will run into great fortune and great wealth." On my way home, I slammed into a Lamborghini. I'm gonna stop telling jokes about my wife, though, yeah. The poor woman, she's hooked up to a machine that's keeping her alive. It's called a refrigerator. She's also a very bad cook, yeah. In our house, we pray after we eat. She's half English, half Indian. Yeah, so many years I had to put up with curried lamb baked in a shepherd's pie. Try that sometimes. I'm a neighbor's wife, yeah, mean, ugly woman. Couldn't help noticing that on Halloween night when she opened the front door and the kids were giving her candy. My dog, strange dog, lazy mutt, won't even chase after a car, no. Sits on the curb and just writes down their license plate numbers. The other day he asked me for a computer program to get them all stored in some database, silly mutt. It's an interesting story. It happened in another country. The nuns at a Catholic school for girls didn't want the girls to wear tampons. Didn't think it was savory enough. Anyway, the girls eventually got the nuns to change their mind, but not without first pulling some strings. Drive-throughs, all look-alikes, you know, they all look so much alike, yeah. Drugstores have drive-thrus too, yeah. So the other day, went up the drive-thru to pick up my cholesterol-lowering medication we all have to take here. So I go to the window, a lady hands me a white bag. I grab the white bag and inadvertently screamed out, "Does this come with fries?" Then I realized, oh, wrong drive-thru. Everybody at this stage has at least one friend or relative who's gay, right? So I have a friend, John. He leads the gay lifestyle. Now John, the only thing about John is he's always making reference to his sexual orientation everywhere he goes. So sitting in a coffee shop, he tells the waitress, "I like my coffee like the way I love my men, dark and strong." And I ignore him and I look away. And then he goes on to say to the waitress, "Is the coffee bottomless?" To which I was forced to reply, Or rather ask, John, that's not the way you love your men, do you? I worked hard on that joke, so I worked. I mean, you're gonna laugh at that when you get on your way home. Now, why is that men in some ethnic groups have the reputation for being sex symbols and studs here? This high level of sexual prowess. Young Italian men have that reputation, which got me thinking. Is that the reason why Italia rhymes with genitalia? Actors are known to use several techniques to hone into their acting skills. Like the actor Robert De Niro uses the method technique. The method technique. We've come to learn that Charlie Sheen uses the methamphetamine technique. Yeah, it works very, very well. Now, I was born, my ancestry goes up to India, but I was born and raised in South Africa. Yeah. Yep. And I'm proud to be a child of the African soil. Now, I grew up at a time when we had these harsh apartheid laws that kept all the races separated. Yes, sorry. Now, the late Senator Robert Kennedy came down to South Africa during the 60s, and he was addressing a large white audience of segregationists. We all know what a segregationist is, right? Another name for an asshole. Anyway, in a fine speech, he asked the question, what if God is black? Yeah, what if God is black? Now that comment had no impact on the audience for sure, but Hollywood was certainly listening, and in the years that followed, we had Morgan Freeman playing God in several movies. You guys notice that? Now, somebody asked me, why is that in India, when you greet somebody, you put your hands together like this? Isn't this reserved for prayer only? I said, well, we in India believe that human beings have divine qualities. Every human being has the potential to become divine. There's a divine aspect to everybody. I have a swig of my Jack Daniels. Yeah, so that's the reason why we do this. But I want to know if somebody could explain another hand gesture that always puzzled me. And the one is where the middle finger is raised and pointed to somebody like this. And I was asking, what aspect of human nature are we acknowledging when we do this? When we show this finger? And I get this all the time when I'm driving down the freeway, 545, and I get in front of a vehicle and I get this. And all I do is just, because I'm acknowledging their divine nature. I don't know what this means, but I'm sure they mean well. It's not a good thing to stereotype people, but we all are guilty of that. But Hollywood is the biggest culprit, yeah. They have a place and a position for everybody, it seems, yeah. Whether you're Italian American, Irish, African American, Asian, blonde, brunette, fat, thin, everybody's categorized in some way. So I went to the Hollywood talent agency, and to give an audition, I'll give it a shot. Everybody wants to be an actor of some kind. So, big room, table, 3 people. They said to me, well, what can you do? I said, well, I'll do a scene from Shakespeare with a fine English accent. And they said, well, go ahead. I said, well, here it goes. A scene from Shakespeare's Macbeth. What bloody man is that, who seemeth by his plight can report the new estate? Hey, stop. The guy stops me. He says, we have Shakespearean actors plenty. Can you do something else? So, all right, let me try an Italian mob boss like Al Capone. And Al Capone heard that one of his operations was busted by an FBI agent, and he was mad as hell. He said, I want that son of a bitch dead. I want his family dead. I want his house burned to the ground. And I was about to continue, and he said, stop. The agency guy interrupted me again. He said, We have actors better suited to play Italian mobsters. Can you do something else? Like, I said, well, like what? And he says, well, can you play a clerk behind the counter at the 7-Eleven convenience store? I said, why? Whatever for? Anyway, here it goes. He says, madam, how many times must I tell you? The lotto machine is in that corner. The Slurpee machine is in this corner. Don't you understand my English? I said, sir, does that make you happy? Are you satisfied? Do I get the job? And he says, no, you don't get the job, but there's a 7-Eleven across the street that's hiring right now. You stand a better chance of getting a job there.
It's a night of stars, people. It's a night of stars. You'll remember where you were this day.